Hey YouTube, what's going on? Joseph Ulmer here. And for those of you that follow my channel and know that I haven't posted a video in a while, please understand that it's just been crazy busy with everything going on with the coronavirus. My wife's been working all kinds of crazy hours, which puts me, I've been working my normal job, you know, as I do every week, and then trying to keep up with everything else. And so sitting down and having time to edit a video and being awake enough to do it and having the motivation to do it well have been things that have been lacking lately. Now, I haven't been not taking footage. I've got plenty of footage to edit, so please be patient as that comes out. The video you're about to see, though, is, as you can see behind me, I've got my 99 Valkyrie Interstate back here, and unfortunately on Friday night tore the rear end up in it. Things happen. It's got 104,000 on it now, and there's going to be some more videos coming with it in it because 4th of July weekend, a couple friends of mine and two of my children, we took the bikes. My friends have a Harley Ultra Classic Limited, and they also have a Harley, as technically it's a Tri-Glide, but basically it's the Ultra Classic Limited trike. And my daughter rode with me, my son rode on the trike with one of my friends, and we took a 1,500-mile trip in 3 days out to Holly, Colorado and back, more or less just for the fun of it and to get out and do something. And, you know, we, of course, appropriately socially distanced while we were on our way there and on our way back, so we didn't have much to worry about in that regard. But there's a lot of other footage. It'll be coming up, so do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have, just stay posted, and please stay patient because I am a little slow editing right now. We fought our way through First Cut Hay with breakdowns and all kinds of other stuff, and I didn't get much of it on video because we were under the gun. This weather's been absolutely insane. As you can see, I've got lightning behind me, and it's the beginning of August, and it's raining its butt off, and I need to do second cut hay, and it's not happening because of the weather, which is not normal for August where I live. So anyway, like I was saying, Friday night on my way home from work, the rear end on the bike went out, and I don't know if you can see that. She's all tore apart down here in the garage. And for those of you that have been saying it's cluttered, we have cleaned up the garage a bit. My son, who had the Rebel, which you may have seen in some other videos, I don't know. I don't remember exactly, maybe not yet. But he sold his Rebel. He actually bought a low mileage 750 Shadow. So good deal for him. Hopefully he'll show up in some more videos here soon once we get to start doing some more fun things on the bikes. But at this point it's just maintenance, and what you're going to see here in this upcoming video is me tearing down the rear end of this bike to actually figure out what went wrong with it. And unfortunately, I've ordered the parts, but it's going to be probably, hopefully, only about a week and a half to 2 weeks before I get them. So we'll see. But stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the video. Please don't forget to rate it when it's all over with. If you have questions, throw them down in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep up with all my upcoming videos. Here we go. Hey guys. Hey YouTube, what's going on? Joseph Ulmer here, and as you can see behind me, unfortunately, is my Valkyrie. And if you notice, it's backed into the garage, which it never is because it's uphill to the garage. So it's easier to ride it in, back it out. Well, it had to get trailered home last night, unfortunately. So I broke something in the rear end of the bike. I got off the highway and came to a stop, eased up with some traffic, went to let the clutch out to take off, and all I hear is pop, pop, pop. And she started moving. So I rolled into the gas station that was right there and turned around in the gas station, kind of looked things over, didn't see anything out of place, and went to take off again, and all I could get was a grinding and clunking out of the rear end of the bike, and it wouldn't move. So she was done, called the wife, she came pick me up, and came home, got my truck, got my trailer, went back with my wife and my son. We pushed it onto the trailer, brought it back here and pushed it into the garage. So do me a favor, while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you have questions, by all means put them in the comments. Please share this video, because hopefully this is going to help one of you guys, especially if you own a Valkyrie. Now, what I suspect happened is right down here, and hopefully we got enough light where you can see this. This is the tube in the swing arm where the drive shaft comes through, and right in here on the front of this differential there is a pinion. There's a cup on the end of the pinion that has splines in it that the drive shaft goes into, and you're supposed to pull this apart and grease it every 10,000 miles. I suspect that those splines stripped out of that cup, so I got to get it pulled apart and see what it looks like. That way I can get the parts ordered for it. And if you notice, I've already taken the if you can tell, and they're sitting here on the floor, I've already taken the bags and the bag mounts off the back of the bike, okay, and the exhaust on this side, I've already taken it loose from the mount and loose from the engine, loose from the head, because in order to get the rear axle out, that nut right back there, you take that off, and then the axle bolt will slide out. The axle bolt is right down, where is it? Right there. See, a little dirty back here. Hard to wash this part of the bike with the bags on. But that axle bolt will then slide out this way. Problem is, if this exhaust is mounted up, you cannot slide the axle bolt out without it hitting the exhaust. So the easiest thing to do is dismount the exhaust over here, where at least now I can move it and I can get the axle bolt out past it. We'll get the rear tire off. We'll get the rear tire assembly, drive assembly off. And then once we've done that, I'll come back and I'll take the 4 bolts out here that hold the differential assembly on, and I should be able to, I'll take those 4 out, take the shock bolt out, then I should be able to slide the rear differential off and take a look at it, see what we've got going on. Now, I'm also going to show you, once I get in here, there are some drive dampers, some rubber drive dampers in here. I actually have new drive dampers that I was waiting to wear this tire out to install, because I knew they were getting a little worn. The bike does have 103,000 on it now, so while I got it apart, we're going to put new drive dampers in it. Once I get it up on the jack, I'm also going to pull the drain plug out of the rear end. We're going to drain all the oil out of it. We'll service it and put clean oil in it when we put the bike back together. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this nut loose, get the axle out, get the rear tire off, get it up on a jack, and start draining the fluid out of the rear end, and we'll get the rear tire off, and I'll bring you back and show you as we pull it all apart. So hang in there, we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so at this point it looks like the whole rear end of the bike exploded. I've got pieces and parts everywhere. Exhaust is down here from one side. Nuts, bolts, yada yada. So here's what happened. This is the pinion cup. That's the drive shaft that comes from the U-joint that's back in here. Runs down the tube to the rear end. So that drive shaft runs through this tube. Now, the pinion cup, the splines in it are fine, but the splines back here, I'm going to try and zoom in. I don't know how well it's going to show up. It's a little dark. But those splines are gone. There's nothing left. And zoom back out. This final drive flange, there we go. That final drive flange drops in there and goes through the wheel. Now, as you can see, apparently it's been wandering around anyway, because it was wearing the whatever. It was not doing well. We can definitely see that. And the splines on it don't look much better. So I just talked to a local Honda dealer and ordered this piece. That's a whole $255 with tax. The only good thing is I did have a spare differential that came with the bike when I got it, and it is over here. And if it'll show up,
you can see that the splines in there are actually still in good shape, but the splines inside the pinion cup on this one are trashed. Now, I've already checked the pinion cup on that one, and it's fine, so I'm going to swap the pinion cup from that differential over to this one, and then I can use this, and then I'll have to wait for that new piece to come in. And that piece, the studs on it slide into these rubber drive dampers, and you can see there's some play in there. I've got brand new drive dampers sitting on the shelf that I was intending to install, because I could feel the play when I was riding, and I thought it was really these drive dampers getting bad, which some of it is, but I'm betting most of it was over there in that. And I may have to order some new bolts for this. We'll see. But basically, take these 5 bolts out, then you can rotate that, pull that out, then you can replace the drive dampers, put it all back together. And any of you guys that have been following know that I've been running a car tire on the back, and you can see 17,000 miles on it, and it's still doing pretty good. I've got a new one at work. It's rubbed a little bit on the cage nuts right in here, but otherwise it's not too bad. So that's what the tail end of it looks like right now, all torn apart. I've got the exhaust off. I'm gonna have to do some work on that, so stay tuned. I'll try and take you along for that. Now I've got to get all my pieces and parts picked up and organized for the moment, and roll the bike out of the way and where it won't hopefully fall over off the jack, and we'll wait for my new flange to come in, and then we'll put it all back together again and see how it does. So do me a favor, like I said, please subscribe to the channel, rate the video, and we'll see you on the next one. And I don't know if you can tell there, I didn't get video of it, but I did put new brake pads on the rear because they were getting really thin. So those are looking good. They don't have too many miles on them, but it's a process. So time to get everything picked up, put away, and we'll come back when I get some parts and I can put something back together again.